What's going on, guys? Today I got a good one for you. I talked about it in the past videos and it's time to make it, so we're going to be showing you guys the A-Frame Blind. This is the A-Frame Blind. It sits in a little pack. I mean, it's not very big. Comes with a green strap to, carry it into the field or into the marsh. So what I'll do is I'll just bring it out here, just unclip these, and then find where it was last rolled up. So it starts right there. You just unroll everything. And then all the pieces are right there. So I'm gonna set the camera up right here and assemble this thing so you guys can see how fast it is to set up, and it goes actually pretty quick. They say with 2 guys you can set it up in roughly 2 to 3 minutes, but I'm sure with just one person it's gonna take a little longer. But I'll just get all the parts and so I just get all the pieces put together and lay them out. Now you have to make sure that this end and this end are both pointing the same direction. These are all your end pieces. So your end pieces have, they have 2 on the side, so they got one up here, or one down here, and then one up here. So I'll show you guys that in a minute. It goes fairly quick. And I like that this stuff is, I think this is aluminum, and it's super light. And then if you look inside, it has like chain with a little with a little bungee inside of it, so it's comes in and out. And then these guys right here that have a little double post on each side, these are going to be your ends. So this is going to sit, you're going to start this way and go that way. So I'm just going to pull the canvas off to the side and then start with my 2 ends. There's one end, there's the other. So you're going to start with a long piece, and then clip them into the 2 ends. Do that on both sides. It's a little hard with one guy. Trying to get them in these little tiny holes. And then this is where you bring in your side pieces. So this one's going to be for this side because this has to be inside. So you just put that in, put it in there. We're going to start with another long one. Clip them into these middles. And then you're going to do the same thing on the top. So this is the last top piece right here. So this one has all of our little gun holders on. So whichever side you're planning on shooting out of, you know, just save this piece for the last top one. So you see how these just click in? They got little these little fittings right here that just slides in. They're all square, so you just slide them in, and then this is the whole frame right here. So this is your base, and then these two things, these go on the ends. So you click this in here, so you just click these into the sides to hold it from going back and forth. So there you have it. You got that side, you got that side. So this thing is already stable on its own. And so you just grab one of the sides, and then this piece right here, this is where those bars go into. So it's gonna be kind of hard to do. So right here is where these are gonna go into. So you just put this in, like right in there. Come over to the other side. And then put this guy in. And so there's one side already set up. Take your other side, same process. Struggle's real. And so there you have it. The blind's all done now. You just clip these ends. We usually clip these in because we usually only come out of one side. So say, you know, if we're gonna come out of that side, then we'll just hook this one up, or we'll hook both up. And so, I mean, there's just a tiny sliver that you can see through, which it's not a big deal, but you know, you're gonna cover this all in brush anyways, so we still have a little bit of brush in here. In the summertime, you can get brush and, you know, put bungees on it, and there's these slots right here that brush sits in. So there's one right here, and then there's one also down here, so the brush can sit in here and just it'll hang up to here, and then your next piece will go into here and it'll hang up into there. So I mean, it's pretty easy to set up. I mean, I don't know how long that took me, but for one guy with explaining it and everything, it went pretty quick. So, and as you can see, there's a ton of room. I mean, you just get a chair and, you know, plop down right here, and usually you're just over, you know, your head's barely over the lip of it. And then there's these Velcro straps that hold in, you know, and make it secure along the top side. There's some on the side. You don't really need to put those on. I guess if it was super windy, you could. Or if you had a ton of brush on, you could. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a really nice blind. I mean, they're kind of expensive. They're kind of expensive, but they're definitely well worth it. So there it is right there. And you can hang, what we'll do is we'll hang brush, you know, one going all the way across from right here, so a guy can sit here, guy could sit here, and then you just run one along here, another guy here. We only fit 3 people max. They say it's a 4-person, but there's just not enough room for 4 people unless you're small guys. So I mean, it's big, it's really easy to hide, and it's super simple to set it up. It's quick and easy. So I would highly recommend getting one of these, because you can take them anywhere. They weigh little to nothing, and you can hunt quite a few people out of it. So I know you can get different covers for these, like a snow cover if you're hunting in the wintertime. So I mean, they're very versatile, and I mean they're excellent. They block you from the wind, and that's the biggest thing, because if it's super cold and super windy, you know, you're gonna freeze to death. With this thing stopping a lot of the wind, it makes it a lot easier to tolerate the cold winds. So I would mud the outside and the inside, and you should be good, because if you get some good stuff, it should stay in it for a long time. So hope you guys like this blind. We love it. We use it all the time now. Invest your money into something that's going to last you more than like a year or something, and these things will last a long time. Same thing with decoys, because if you buy a bunch of junk decoys or cheap decoys, the paint's just going to chip right off, and they're going to look like crap, and they won't look like a real life-size duck. We got Avian X decoys, and I've got hardcore decoys. The hardcore decoys are great, and they've actually held up pretty well. But I know other companies, like Redhead, their decoys are not very good at all. They look super fake, and they're not worth the money, I'm telling you guys. If you're gonna get into it, I would definitely recommend spending the extra money to get good decoys, because even if you aren't gonna, you know, go through with duck hunting, you can always resell those nice decoys for way better money than you would with redheads. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching the Avian X A-Frame Blind video. Thanks for watching, guys.